Okay, my wife wants me to make her a foldable arch backdrop with removable shelves, I believe is what this thing's called. Got it all measured out, back supports and all that. We'll show you how that works in a jiffy. But for now, we're just going to cut it out and go from there. Okay, 4 shelves that I got to put in. The way I do it is I just cut some wood at 1/8 and then just go all the way around it, just to cover up the plywood. And I don't know, it's icky. People don't like it. I don't like looking at it either. I just put the joints up. I don't like butt joints either. But this is going to all be painted that beautiful color white. So by the time I sand it, give it a nice round over, you won't even notice it's a butt joint. So let's see how this one goes. And also, I'm not using pin nails or brad nails, so I don't have to go around with a bunch of gunk afterwards and do a bunch of sanding. So I'm going to pressure it all together with tape. So let's get these done and get some supper. Forgot one thing. Your sides, before you glue this, before you put it together, sand it down. Doesn't look right sometimes, but I'm lucky. My blades are cutting nice, so whether your blades cut nice or not, sand the sides down so you get a nice even fit. Very important. Nice even fit. Even if you're going to be painting it, you don't want the paint to get sucked into the groove and have everybody see it. So, another little tip. Okay, so shelf number 4. The other 3 are in. And I've gone with bolts, washers, and wing nuts. The reason I've gone this way is the best way is because I don't have a CNC machine. The best way to line things up, you have a CNC machine and your shelves look really nice. Another reason is people use doweling, they put shims in there and then just slide it in with holes that are in here. I don't like using wood to support wood or hold wood up, I guess you could say, something like that. I like to have a fastener of some sort that's going to hold it in, and I've got 5 of these in here, all the way across. Now you can see them right now, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering those up. My wife wants it covered, so it's got to get covered. I'm going to have 3/8 plywood that's going to go along there. I'm going to 45 it on an angle, so it's going to be very hard to see. All you're going to see is maybe just a little bit of the head sticking out. That's just for me to grab a hold of so it's tight when it comes time to set this all up. A lot of measuring. A lot of double checking your measurements. A lot of double checking your measurements. But as you can see here, 3 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch wide. The spacing for the thread shaft, I go 1/4 inch, and it's 1/2 inch by 1/4. My router, when I do the head, when I do the holes for the heads, I go 1/2 inch down. This is 3/4 inch, by the way. I go 1/2 inch down because I want the head to sit in there really deep. And then for the threads, for the shaft, what I do there, I go 5/16. Every set when I go 5/16, and it sits in nice and flush, as you can see, and I'm able to put that board over top, cut out a 45, sand it down so you really can't notice it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much what I do. So let's do shelf number 4 and do some adjustments here and there just to make sure everything's okay. So what I'm doing here is I'm making the stand for the backdrop. And what I do here is I usually have about half the height of whatever height is of the backdrop. And I usually go 18 inches out for anything that's 6 feet and under. 6 feet and over is 2 feet. And if it's 8 feet, I'll probably go like 36 inches just for stability. And then I will cut out a section of the stand where I can lay sandbags over just for extra support. And I do use heavy duty hinges for this as well, just for support. So the first coat's done. Usually the first coat, no matter how good I clean it or wipe it down, there's always a little bit of debris that builds up. So usually what I do now is I grab my sander with the 320 sandpaper in it, put it on low, number 1, number 2, and I just go over the whole thing, make it nice and smooth, wipe it up, and I apply 2 more coats. And then usually it's nice and smooth after that. But hey, see what happens.